I left my house about 7 o'clock in the morning, a little chilly, 55 degrees, and I head up 41 north. I take that to 44 east, then on 301 for about 5 or 6 miles, that's north on 301, to 42. 42 is about the best part of the ride, except when you get somebody in front of you who's going 5 miles an hour below the speed limit. But that's just the way it is. Then I get on 19 north, and I take that up to 40 east. Right now I'm in the Ocala Forest, and 40 east also goes all the way through the Ocala Forest. Not much traffic, but again, one lane each way, so if somebody gets in front of you, it could be difficult to pass. Total is about 150 miles from my house. Here I am now on US 1 North. Pick that up from 40. It's about 10 miles then to destination Daytona. It's a pretty good ride. Started to warm up.
Well, okay, friends and fans, I made it destination Daytona. This is the first day of bike week, and it is already jam-packed. And here's Recluse Clutches. I'm often asked about these, so I'm going to get it right from the horse's mouth.
Yep.
The reason I'm here is, I don't know if you've heard of me, Ride Like a Pro. I teach the police motor officer techniques, and I show people how to use the clutch and throttle. And so many people, especially women, seem to get their hands a little too tired, and they really can't manipulate the clutch after 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm often asked about the Recluse Clutch and what I think of it.
Yeah.
I've only ridden one bike, and it's like 5 years ago that had it. So at low speeds, when you want to, make U-turns, etc., you can have the clutch fully extended. Is that correct?
That's right.
And then you could just use a little bit of rear brake to help you modulate your speed along with the throttle. Is that right?
That's right. So what it is it's a centrifugally operated clutch, so it's all based on RPM. At idle, it's like the clutch lever's fully pulled in. As soon as the RPM goes above idle, it's like you started to let the clutch out. And once you get to about 2,000 RPMs, it's like the clutch is already out. In that area, though, you can still use the clutch manually
If you wanted to.
and override the centrifugal part and operate it just like normal. But if your hand gets fatigued or tired, you can let go, rest your hand, and still carry on.
And what about upshifting? Do you have to use the clutch to upshift?
So it works from idle to 2,000 RPMs. Everything above 2,000 RPMs is just like your stock clutch. So if you use the stock clutch to upshift above 2,000, then you would continue to use it. However, if you learn a technique, you can shift without the clutch.
Right.
So we have riders that come to our product that can't use their hand or don't have a hand. And they've figured out, with a little bit of practice, how to upshift and downshift without ever touching the clutch.
Yeah, if you just hit the correct RPM, it'll do that on any bike. About cost-wise, what are you looking at on a Harley?
The unit's $1,000.
And
$9.99.
generally to install it?
A couple hours worth of labor.
Couple hours. And you make them just for Harleys or for all bikes?
Primarily Harleys. The information of what we have is on our website, recluse.com, so you can see if your bike falls into a category that we already have one.
All right, thank you very much. Very informative. You did a great job.
Thanks.
Take care.
Thanks for your time.
And of course, slip-on mufflers all over the place. Every muffler manufacturer in the world is here. In fact, during Bike Week in Daytona, if you have stock exhaust, you get a citation. It's a misdemeanor. Okay, I'm here with
Alan.
Alan?
Yes.
Yes, Alan. I'm Jerry Palladino from Ride Like a Pro.
I've talked to you before.
Yes, you talked to me. You sent me two tour packs, a full size.
I think that was me.
Yes.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Tell the folks what you have new for 2022.
Oh man, we have a lot of products just came out this year. I don't know if you knew it. We're actually expanding to other bike brands besides Harley, and also we are starting to make parts for Softail.
Oh, good.
So just to start off, we created a tour pack rack for Softail to install our bagger tour packs, and also we just released a Crest Bar, and if you want to show you,
let's take a look. Is there anything different about that than the Harley one, the stock Harley?
Well, It's different. This one is made specifically to install our lowers onto a Softail.
Oh, on the Softail.
So yeah, so this way we make it more bagger-like for Softail riders who want a little bit more rooms for the tour pack, or more protection on the wind when they ride the Softail for longer distance rides.
And I see you got the seats. How are they doing? Selling pretty well?
Actually, yeah, they move pretty fast. We sell 5-10 a day on a regular. I want to take some class from you.
Well, anytime if you're down here in Florida and you want to take a class, you don't have a bike, just let me know. I let you use one of mine.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think also we just made a tour pack rack for Indian also.
Oh, good.
So if in case I think a lot of people don't know about it yet. We're trying to get more colors, make more colors available for Indian bikes.
You said you're the luckiest guy. How did that go?
I'm the luckiest guy in the world because I got hurt.
That's right. I tried that on my wife and she slapped me. She said, "You liar."
See, she's nice to me in public.
Yeah, they're all nice in public. Let me see what I got for you here. I got one of my practice guides. Yep. And of course, somewhere in here, a Ride Like a Pro patch. There you go. It's iron on, or you could have it sewed on. Sewing on actually lasts longer and works better.
Thank you.
So you just got here today?
We got here Wednesday.
I can't believe how crowded. This is the first day, and it's already jam-packed in here.
Oh yeah.
And Mobile One is here. My local auto parts store has sales on oil all the time, but never motorcycle oil. I think it's a racist thing. And there's world famous bandanas by Michelle, not to be mistaken with the semi-world famous bandanas by Janet. And here we are at my favorite muffler place, Tad Performance. Love the sound of their mufflers. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
What's going on?
Jerry from Ride Like a Pro.
Hey, hello.
Yes, how you doing? All right?
Well, yeah.
Is business good?
Yeah.
What, you got anything new this year you want to tell the folks about?
Yeah, we just launched a 50 cal muffler. It's our 5-inch slip-on.
Let's take a look at
The
them.
Milwaukee 8.
5-inch.
Yep.
Isn't that over the legal limit?
First of its kind. We got it seen on the Street Glide here.
Let me take a look. Oh yeah, they're gigantic.
Yeah. They really fill up that hole real nice.
Yeah. Can we hear them?
Absolutely.
You got the zombie baffles in it?
Yes, sir.
All right, for you loud pipe guys, this is it. Sounds good. I have the 4.5-inch mufflers on my Electric Glide police bike, and I use the medium baffles.
Yeah.
Because we do a lot of video, and the zombies get a little loud. It sort of distorts the mic a bit.
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
I use them, but
They're not for everyone, but
I love the deep. Somebody asked me if there's a big difference between the 4-inch and a 4.5. And I would say the 4.5, even with the medium baffles, gives you just a more bassy, fuller
it's a
tone.
little deeper.
Yeah.
And I noticed that from the 4.5 to the 5 as well. Just that larger canister just
Same
seems to
thing.
provide a little more of a deep rumble.
And those are, you got, show me what you got here. You got the 3, 4, 5-inch.
So we started at 4 on the bottom.
4.
It's 2 rows. These are the 4.5 what you've got on yours, and then the new 5-inch.
5-inch. All right, folks. Tab Performance. You got to get these mufflers. I mean, you're going to get, I know there's 1,000 different brands, and I've tried probably 900 of them, but the best compromise to me of sound and performance would have to be Tab Performance mufflers. All right, this isn't for children. Well, some children maybe. We got suspension people here. In fact, these guys are from, I believe, St. Petersburg, Florida. And they did tell me to come down and they'll set up one of my bikes with this suspension, which I am going to do as soon as I get a chance. Mad Dog Tools. These are bad too. I mean, they do the job. Top coat.
I want to say hi and watch your videos all the time.
Oh, good.
You're
Jerry,
a good man.
Jerry Palladino.
Yes, I know.
And
watch all.
did you know? Did you know I was going to be here?
No.
Well,
You're schmutz. You got different little schmutz there now. You didn't have a beard for a while.
I think it makes me look sophisticated. Some people say it makes me look old. My wife says it makes me look old and sophisticated.
You look just like you do on video.
What, you mean you're not going to say I look taller, thinner, and younger?
Okay.
All right.
You want to pay me enough?
Oh, a wise guy now. See, I'm about to give you something free here. Some great swag. Ride Like a Pro patch.
Yeah, I got your videos.
You get item. Oh, great. Now you got the patch, and there's our newest practice guide, so you can go out. Are you practicing?
As much as I can. A little hard to practice in the snow. I'm only here for a short time.
Where are you from?
New Hampshire.
Oh man. Yeah. What do you got? Like a 2-week riding season up there?
No, it's a little better than that.
I'm exaggerating.
I know. You know, it's all.
Now I haven't been to Milwaukee Leathers in I think about 2 years. And I know I wore out my welcome there for a while, but let's see. I don't think there's anybody here I've seen before. So let's see what I can find out.
I thought about that one.
This gentleman right here, how you doing?
Good, how you doing, man?
Jerry Palladino from Ride Like a Pro, got a big YouTube channel.
Okay.
I see you got the sign out the Milwaukee Leather, so I'm assuming these are all made in Milwaukee?
These are owned by the Milwaukee company. We actually own the factory in Pakistan because America doesn't allow us to tan this much leather here. If you look around, there are people that sell Milwaukee leather all the time. America doesn't allow us to tan that much leather.
So wait, you're saying that the U.S. government is in the way of small business and doing everything they can to make you leave the country?
Pretty much. The only ones that are able to tan leather here and classify it as American made are mom and pop. The ones that are tanning, basically per unit, they're tanning the leather that they need per unit. America lets them do that. Because we're not doing that, we're tanning for mass quantity.
Hi, I'm Jenny with Griffin. We are an apparel brand that started in January 2020, and we're out trying to make a name for ourselves after the COVID fiasco. So we do a little bit of everything in terms of riding protective gear. We have jackets, we do textile, leather, denim, all with CE level 2 protection in the back, the elbows and shoulders. We also do rain gear and gloves. Our goal is just to make sure that everybody is safe, in style, and protected.
Well, as luck would have it, on my YouTube channel with 230,000 subscribers, I review tons of products. Would you like for me to do a review on one of your products?
100%, absolutely.
And what do you think I wear, like a medium or a small, you think?
That's the other thing. We do a very true North American sizing.
Okay, it's extra large then.
Yeah, we're going to be able to fit you. Yeah, sure. We'll try something on and work something out. That sounds great.
Okay, I'll stop on the way out. I'm going to go up through the whole place here, but especially that you've got a new product. What I do is I use the product. If it works out well, I tell everybody about it. If it's a piece of junk, I got to tell them that too.
That's fair.
All right.
I have confidence.
I knew you would. So I'm going to stop by and see you, and you could fit me with a jacket.
Awesome.
Would you mail it to me also?
100%.
All right, great, because my bike is pretty packed up as it is.
I get it, yep.
All right. It was great talking to you.
Nice meeting you.
And I'm looking forward to trying out your product. Okay, here we have the air suspension. These are a good thing to... if you're a shorter rider, not like me, 6'2", but if you're a shorter rider, you don't want to actually lower your bike and ruin the ride and the lean angle. You get an air suspension, and then when you come to a stop, you hit the button, and the bike lowers so that you be flat-footed. I'm glad they're making stuff for people shorter than me. And here's Custom Dynamics. I use their products on my bikes. Love their LEDs and the fact that they're all plug and play. Any moron can install. And of course, Vance & Hines is here. right, I'm at a pinstriping booth right now, and this is very tasteful stuff. Sometimes people overdo it. The guy who does pinstriping once told me, he says that they start going, people say, I want it very simple. Before they're done, they got people demanding pinstriping all over the place. There's some graphics above the Harley emblem and a nice orange stripe. Here's a street bob he's working on. Notice the stripe on the rim. Does that look cool or what? Back fender. Across the top of the tank. Very nice. How are you? Good. And now we are in front of J&P Cycles. As usual, a ton of vendors here in his parking lot as well. And here's Memphis Shades. I don't see Joe here. That's the guy that travels around.
Like a pro.
Yeah, here he is. I was just looking for it.
How are you, brother?
I'm so glad I found you, because you know how sometimes you hear stories, and I get a lot of times the dirty end from the kids in the street. So
Right.
your thing is you travel all over the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And now here's what I heard. You actually drive a Cadillac Escalade. You have somebody following you, and then you just they get in the car, you get on the bike, and you make like you're camping and stuff,
Right,
and out in the
right.
wilderness.
Yep.
So the kids weren't lying.
Until nightfall, and then I check into the nicest hotel I can find.
That's the other thing.
You know, because the biggest problem, I just got money falling out of these pockets.
Yeah.
just
Yes, I
everywhere.
heard you were an eccentric billionaire. Was it?
The stories are true.
You made it in Bitcoin. Is that what the deal is?
Something like that, yeah.
All right. Well, it's good to see
I got some
you.
overseas things going on in Dubai, but let's keep that on the hush hush.
All right, I won't tell anybody. But I think you got a great scam going with this travel around bit.
Yeah.
I think I should try it.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
worked out pretty well.
I just took a long trip. I came from Newport Richie to here's 150 miles. So you know, we're like brothers.
Sure.
Except I actually rode over here.
Do you mind if I plug my channel again?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, Dirty Motorcycle Vagabond. Basically, at the surface, it would appear that I'm living on a motorcycle and camping in the woods and traveling through Mexico and doing all of that, and I'm really roughing it, right? But meanwhile, you know.
Yeah, we know the truth now.
Now
the cat's out of the bag.
The cat's out of the bag. What are you gonna do?
Good to see you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Swag in here. Let's see. Here's a practice guide. Tells you how to do all the maneuvers. And there's more. There's still more.
How's your wife doing?
Well, she's doing better.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a while. And I ride like a pro patch for you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we're hoping maybe by the summer she could be back on the bike. Right now she's still in a world of hurt. But it takes time. She was aware of that. It's her 7th one, so she knows. Well, it's nice.
Best of luck to her.
And what's your name?
Gail.
Gail? It's a pleasure, Gail.
Nice
You
to
take
meet you.
care.
Hi, Spy Jerry.
Hey, how you doing?
Nice
Good
to
to
meet
see
you.
you. Good
Andy
to see
Brutus.
you. Nice to see you. What a day, huh? A little warm. I mean,
He brought it up with you.
yeah.
It's not supposed to be that hot up north here.
Well, 72 degrees is the average, they say. It's what, probably 85 right now? Yeah. I got something for you too, because I don't know if you watch my channel regularly, do you?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You raise your right hand and say, I got something for you. This is our practice guide, shows you how to do all the maneuvers. And I'm going to give you one of our Ride Like a Pro patches.
You know, I've got
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
VHS tape.
VHS?
VHS.
Give me that back. You haven't bought anything in 30 years.
Well, that was the first thing I got.
Oh, okay.
When my wife started to ride years ago.
Yes, we went out with the DVDs about the 3rd year that we were in business. The VHS has still lasted a while, but I guess everybody's player broke down. Now you can't find a new one. and they still blink 12 o'clock, you know? You remember that? I thought all electronics went downhill after VCRs, that no matter what you did, it would blink 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock. You could set it, and an hour later, it was blinking 12 o'clock again.
Yep.
But anyway, good seeing you. Good seeing you. And how you been, all right?
Good, Jerry. How you doing? I was talking to Donna this morning. Here, let me let her know you're alive and they got down.
I've done the whole walkthrough. Now I got to head inside because no Bike Week video would be complete without going through the showroom.
Oh yeah.
All right, we are inside Bruce Rossmeyer's Harley Davidson. They appear to have a lot of motorcycles, despite the fact that they're supposed to be in short supply. But I'm betting a lot of these may be used. Here's a used police motorcycle. Let's check, see if it's used. No, I think this is a new one. Here's a 2022 Street Bob. I'm not sure if this is a standard color or if they just custom painted it.
Western bicycle, little mafia. Baddest kid in the family.
New Lowrider S, just like the one I just road tested. And I think that is the stock color on the Street Bob. And here's a CVO Street Glide. 44,881. They got quite a few Lowrider S models. And these are all new, 2022 specials.
Tire pressure management system. So you don't have to, before you go from the light.
Like the different highlights.
Plenty of motorcycles here. Little history about this place. They used to have a dealership on Beach Street, much smaller place. And they actually didn't own the building. And he was starting to get some flack from the city because he used to rent the property in the park across the street for vendors. And whatever happened there, he decided to get out of there and open up this giant dealership in what was going to be sort of a country club for bikers. Everything in the entire shopping center here, in addition to the dealership, was going to be biker related. Even sold condos. Bunch of condos. They went down in price, but I'm betting they're right back up in price, and you could probably make money on them now. But we had a Ducati dealership here, Triumph. Arlen Ness had his unrideable but beautiful choppers. And all was good until 2008 when the recession hit. And all those stores, just about all of them, closed up. They're only open now for Bike Week. Arlen Ness went out of business, the Ducati, the Triumph. The only one left is Harley Davidson. Had he opened this, say, around 2000, this place would have been established. The entire shopping center would have been established for bikers, everything biker related. He was just a little bit, he had great vision, but he was just a little bit late. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
I knew I would run into you.
Are you gonna get one of these?
No, I get that Road Glide S with 114 and the Stage 2. And it's probably gonna be my almost last motorcycle.
Why, you got bad news from the doctor?
No, I'm old.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's all relative.
Guy goes to the doctor. The doctor, next day, the doctor calls and says, I got bad news and worse news. He said, what's the bad news? He said, you got 24 hours to live. He said, what could be worse than that? He said, I've been trying to get a hold of you since yesterday. See you later.
Take it easy, Jerry.
And here's a couple of ST Street Glides. I don't know, black or the gray. What do you think? If I were to get one, what should I get? The black or the gray? Black never goes out of style, but the gray is really cool. All kinds of cars in that shade of gray and even lighter coming out all over the place, so it is very popular. And that's it, folks. Leaving Destination Daytona. I'm going to be back in Daytona next Wednesday. I'll be at the Hard Rock Cafe. Harley Davidson has invited myself and some other YouTubers to an event there, sort of a party, I guess. So I'll be there. And I'll also be at the racetrack next Wednesday.